Welcome to our video podcast in which we will discussing action research in English language education in Valledupar. We will begin by discussing the central ideas of the article Action Research in Language Education by Vanegas and Consoli. First of all, what would you like to comment on these ideas?
Okay, the article itself initially focused on the use of action research in language teaching, particularly in the teaching of English, to highlight the importance of action research as a tool to transform a pedagogical practice, empower or be better teachers, and improve student learning. In this sense, the main ideas focus on the importance of action and reflection, as well as the understanding of the context, the actors, and the problems in action research in language teaching. With this in mind, teachers are encouraged to intervene in their teaching practice, reflect on the results, and the continually adaptability their approach to improve students' learning. It's also highlighting the need to understand the context in which action research is carried out, the importance of involving relevant stakeholders such as teachers and students in this process. Obviously, we must remember that identify a specific problem in education context is crucial to get action results and achieve meaningful change.
Exactly, College Shaila. The areas of research and the dissemination of results stand out as a fundamental aspects. These principles are fundamental to solve the problems or challenges related to the teaching English in Valledupar. Therefore, ethical issues such as informed consent, confidentiality, and a fair representation of participants are essential. The article also mentions the importance of addressing these issues rigorously to ensure that research is ethical and respectful. Likewise, the need to share the results of action research within the educational community is also highlighted.
Very good. Now let's move on to discuss common problems in English language teaching and learning in Valledupar. Based on your own experience, could you comment on these problems and how they relate to the ideas in Vanegas and Consoli's article to understand how action research could help us understand them better?
Well, common problems or challenge that I observe in the educational environment where I work as a teacher include long levels of end language proficiency and lack of motivation and the culture of independent learning among students, because the students depends a lot of on the degree to the which they learn. Classroom institutions are not actively engaging in independent learning practice outside of school hours. Now applying and the principles of these articles, I urge that this challenge can be addressed through a structured process of action that reflection to overcome the challenge in English language teaching. It involves identifying specific problems in the local context of Valledupar, involving various educational agents like teachers, students, parents, etc., and working collaboratively to design and implement effective strategies. As Vanegas and Consoli mentions, action research is this distinct value characterized by its focus on systematic action and reflection, and by three interrelated elements like context, agents, and issues. They add that the interaction of such elements make action results context-driven, practical, collaborative, civical, ecological, and ultimately transformative. So, therefore, I consider that by adopting an action results approach, teachers in Valledupar could adapt their intervention according to the specific needs and characteristics of their local education context. This involves developing practical and collaborative strategies that fit the particular condition of Valledupar, as well as implementing a civic process of action, reflection, and continuous adjustment to achieve transformative changes in English teaching.
Exactly. As you say, action research would allow teachers to identify specific problems in Valledupar, involve educational agents, and work collaboratively to design and implement effective solutions. Furthermore, I consider it important to quote Vanegas and Gonzalez when they say that action research affords language teachers the opportunity to discover, develop, and establish a teacher researcher identity and engage in research which comes from them and their learners and directly returns to them and their peers. Since through action research, teachers in Biopar can strengthen their identity as educational researchers and develop skills to critically analyze challenges in English language teaching. Now let's talk about the benefits, limitation, and ethical considerations of conducting action research in Biopar. Could you share your thoughts on these aspects?
Okay, Dianis. I consider that the benefits can allow us to overcome the specific challenges of teaching English in Valledupar to adapt intervention to local needs. In the sense that teachers become active agents of change by participating in action research, which can strengthen their professional identity, increasing their sense of efficacy, reflect on practice, identify areas of improvement to make continuous adjustment to improve teaching English in Valledupar. However, some limitations could be the lack of resource and resistance to change and dedication on the part of teachers and other participants, which can be difficult to maintain in a timely manner educational environment with multiple demands and responsibilities.
Well, I support what you mentioned, but in this turn or ethical consideration, I would like to add that it is extremely important to obtain informed consent from all participation involved in the practical study, including teachers, students, present parents, ensuring that they fully understand. I mean, processors and possible risks and the need to take measures to ensure the confidentiality and anonymity of the participants, especially when collecting confidential or personal data and reporting results. And in this part, we need to not forget to pay attention to equality and choice when allocating resource and opportunities associated with action research, ensuring that all participants are treated with fairly and respectfully.
Okay, thank you for your contributions. Finally, let's reflect on the importance of action research in our future role as teacher researchers in Medupar. What would you like to share about it?
I would like our kids to that action research offers um, invaluable opportunity to improve our pedagogical practice and contribute significantly to problem solving in local context. I mean, the local reality in Valledupar presents unique challenge in teaching English, such as long sub students' motivation, like as anonymous practice, and difference in the level of linguistic competence. This challenge can be effectively addressed through action research, which allows teachers to investigate and design constitutionality actions and relevant interventions.
Okay, thank you for your contributions. Finally, let's reflect on the importance of action research in our future role as teacher researchers in Medupar. What would you like to share about it?
I would like our kids to that action research offers invaluable opportunity to improve our pedagogical practice and contribute significantly to problem solving in local context. I mean, the local reality in Valledupar presents unique challenge in teaching English, such as long sub students' motivation, like as anonymous practice, and difference in the level of linguistic competence. This challenge can be effectively addressed through action research, which allows teachers to investigate and design constituality actions and relevant interventions.
I agree because by participating in educational research, we strengthen our identity as educational researchers and develop critical thinking skill that allows to continually improve our teaching. Additionally, these critical thinking skills will allow us to question and evaluate practice from multiple perspectives. Reason why this capacity for reflection promotes a reflective and learning-centered teaching approach.
I would add that action research connects us to the educational community and allows us to contribute to broader educational knowledge. Ultimately, action research not only empowers teachers as agents of change in their own classrooms, but also contributes to the creation of a stronger, more engaged educational community in Valledupar. Thus, by addressing local changes with contextualized, evidence based solutions, teachers can significantly improve the quality of English language teaching and student learning in the region. Thus, we conclude. We thank everyone for their valuable reflections. It seems that action research has a crucial role to play in improving English language teaching in Valledupar, as long as we address the challenges in an ethical and collaboratively manner. We could summarize by mentioning that action research is a powerful tool for teacher education and preparation for roles as teacher researchers, that by promoting continuous professional development, empowerment, theory practice, connection, critical reflection, and contribution to educational knowledge prepares teachers to face the complex challenges of teaching and contribute significantly to the advancement of education. Thank you for joining us for this podcast. Have a great day.